Good morning, Floss Tube. Today is December 29th, Friday, and I think this is episode number 10. I'm Nancy, Quilting Stitcher. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and got everything that you wanted and enjoyed your family and friends and stitched a lot. I didn't get so much stitching done. Well, I did. I did throughout the week. I have throughout this week because I've been off work, but not as much as I wanted. We've kind of been busy. Christmas morning. This year was the kids' years to go. My kids' year to go to their in-laws, and so they didn't come over for Christmas. But Christmas morning we did have breakfast. My husband's two kids did show up for Christmas breakfast. And then two of my three kids, or no, sorry. One of my three kids came over, brought their family over for breakfast. So it was a nice, relaxing day. My husband and I exchanged our gifts. I got a lot of stitching stuff, a lot of stitching charts, but kind of what I do is I kind of sort of knew what I had gotten because he says just order whatever you want off your wish list. And so that's what I did. But then when the box came the first part of December, he wrapped it and put it on the tree. So I didn't even remember what I had gotten. What else? Yeah, so that's it. And then Tuesday, the day after Christmas, we went to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is an hour away from me. So we have Joann's and Michael's that's 45 minutes to the west of me, and then we have Hobby Lobby, which is 1 hour to the east of me. And so we decided, this week was all pretty much spontaneous. We just kind of, both of us had the week off, and we just did what we wanted to do when we wanted to do it. And so I said, let's go to Hobby Lobby and go to Texas Roadhouse for dinner. And so we drove to Hobby Lobby, and I've seen all these cool things that everybody's getting from there and everything. I get in the store and I'm just like overwhelmed, way overwhelmed. So I didn't buy a whole lot there. I did buy a few things to do some finishes, but not a whole lot. But I had fun wandering the store and looking at everything, and I decided next time I go in, I just need to have a list, and that way I know what I want and what I'm looking for, and just don't wander aimlessly. And then we went to dinner and come home, and I think we got home fairly early. We got home like about 6 o'clock that night, and we just watched movies. And then, let's see, and then Wednesday, I'm not sure what we did Wednesday. I don't think we did a whole lot on Wednesday. Yesterday we went to the movies. We went and saw Pitch Perfect. We went to the matinee. That was a good show. It was okay. I think their other two were a little bit better, but it was a good final show because I don't think they're having any more come out. So it was good in the series. Tonight, I have two of my grandkids coming over. They're going to come over and spend the night and hang out with me. And tomorrow, Saturday, we are going to do our family Christmas. Since we alternate years, we usually do our family Christmas the Saturday after Christmas. And this year it just happens to fall on the 30th. So usually I have my Christmas tree down by now and have my decorations put up. And anyway, that's not going to happen. It won't happen probably till my husband he's leaving again on Sunday, so he won't be home. Hopefully he'll be home next weekend. I don't know, with the holiday in the middle of there, it kind of throws his whole schedule off. So anyway, who knows? It may be a couple of weeks before my tree is down. I told him if he would bring in the totes for the Christmas stuff, I would work on getting all the Christmas stuff down and into the totes and packed away. And then when he gets home, he can take the tree down. So anyway, and I'll have to tell a funny story. I have a granddaughter that's 6, and she is a character. Oh, she is so funny. And I laugh because she does these things, and her mom's just like, oh my gosh. And I just laughed because I'm like, oh, her mom did that same thing. But anyway, she loves clothes and shoes. Oh my gosh, this kid, if you didn't get her a toy, if she never got a single toy again unless the rest of her life, as long as she got clothes and shoes, she'd be happy. But anyway, back the first part of, oh, it's a couple of weeks ago, I guess. Not the first part of December, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago. A family member on my daughter's in-laws side was having it was like an in-home party, and it was for a clothing line called, I think it's called Lula or something like that. Anyway, my daughter sent me a picture of my granddaughter in this dress, and she says, Mom, Lexi wants you to buy this for her. And I'm like, no, I can't. It's too close to Christmas. I don't really have the money. And I says, no, it's kind of pricey. Anyway, well, an aunt on the other side of the family ended up getting it for her for Christmas. And so when she opened it Christmas morning, she was just all excited and everything. But what the funny thing is she hasn't worn that dress yet, because she says she's not wearing that dress until they come to Nana's house and open Christmas presents. So she's saving this dress to wear when she comes to my house to open Christmas presents tomorrow. And her mom was going to take down the Christmas tree the other day, and she's like, no, you can't. We have to have Christmas at Nana's first. Then you can take the tree down. So even though they don't have any presents under it because they've already brought their presents, we do a gift exchange, and they've already brought their presents over and they're under my tree. She's like, no, we can't take the Christmas tree down until we have Christmas at Nana's house. So anyway, but they'll be there. They'll be here tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna be a fun, crazy day with all the kids and grandkids and everything. So that'll be fun. So I do have a finish. This one I was really close to finishing when I showed my last video. This is Country Cottage Needleworks Countdown to Christmas. That's my finish. And I had everything done except for, I think I had to do still part of the border, which I got done that day that I said I was going to do it. And then I just had to fill in the remaining motifs. And so the last stitch went in. I actually cheated a little bit and put this in on Christmas Eve night, finished it up. So it was done. And then I just took, because I just don't like doing French knots. And I thought beads would look cute. So I put beads on the wreath and the snowman and for the Santa Claus's eyes, and anyway, chocolate chips on the cookies. That's my finish. So proud to have it done. I know how I want to finish this, and that was kind of one of the things when I was in Hobby Lobby. I was looking for something that I could finish it with. I kind of want to do like they have those metal wall hangings, but they usually put like vinyl writing and stuff on them, and I was trying to find one that was just plain, that was big enough or the right shape. I did find one that was square, and it would have been the perfect width, but obviously it was square and I needed it oblong. So anyway, but what I think I want to do is finish it, maybe kind of sort it in a flat fold, and then put it on a sheet metal thing to hang on the wall, and then I'm going to use a needle minder and move it every day for I'll find a cute needle minder that will match this, and I want to move it every day. It's kind of like you would on an advent calendar. So I think that's how I'm going to finish it, but I got till next year. So I'll find something. I'll keep looking every time I go in somewhere and that to find something to finish that. Then the other thing I finished is I had this completely stitched. I might find something to put behind this. Okay, so I had this completely stitched, but, excuse me, I don't mean to lean in. Okay. But what I did is I was waiting on the beads to come. And so I finished it by putting the beads. I don't know if you can, how well you can see it. So I used the beads for the banner that the birds are holding, and I used beads for the star. I tried using the beads for the present, but I chose not to, and I pulled it out, and then I pulled out the color that I had alternately stitched in there, and I chose 680 and just did the presents with, or the present with the floss. But I love how the beads turned out. They turned out, like I wanted them. And the star on the tree. So yeah, that's done. And I'm actually really pleased with that. I like that. Okay, so I got a lot of charts for Christmas. And what I did is, I can't remember. I've got a really bad headache. I think I almost feel like I've got getting a sinus infection. I don't know. I have a lot of pressure in my sinuses, and so I can't remember. Anyway, I have a headache, and I can't remember if I told you this, but I got a lot of stitching stuff for Christmas, and my husband told me just to go into 123 Stitch, pick what I want, order it. And the box came. I didn't open it. He wrapped it, so I forgot about a lot of stuff that I had ordered. So it was cool when I opened it up and saw what I got and whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I got for Christmas, and I'll just be quick on this because I'm not pulling patterns out of the plastic sleeves or anything. But so what I have got is, like I said, 2018 is going to be my year of ornaments. I'm going to see if I can get a lot of ornaments done. I want to get the ornaments for my grandkids done, and then I want to get some more ornaments done. So anyway, I ordered these. These are all Mill Hill kits. I love Mill Hill kits because they're all kitted up. They have the beads. They always send enough beads and floss and everything. I don't, you could actually do more. I did a Mill Hill kit. When I do the tour of my kitchen living room next year, you'll see some Mill Hill kits. And I haven't had enough beads left over that my daughter took the patterns, the charts, and the rest of the beads and the rest of the floss, and she's going to make them. So she's going to stitch them. So anyway, I got that. And I think I got all of these. There's, I think, six charts. I just thought those were so cute. I love the little stockings. I think what I'm going to do is, because they're actually stitched individually, but I think what I'm going to do is when I attach the cording, I'm going to attach one end to each stocking, so when you hang them up, both stockings are together. And I don't know, maybe that is how you're supposed to do it anyway. I don't know, but it doesn't show it in the picture, but that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, so a while back, 123 Stitch posted, well, it was on Hoffman's, that they showed a whole bunch of Madame Chantilly patterns, charts, and they're so cute. They are so cute. So I had put a whole bunch of those into my wish list, and I thought, oh, those are ones I'll put on and get. So I got this one. This is called, I have no idea what it's called. I don't know if, I guess it doesn't have a name. I can't pronounce it. So anyway, that's I don't know if you can see that. That is the picture. The picture is really super bad. It's just like all like it's faded and everything. But it's a little girl and with a little lamb, and it has it's stitching and knitting, and there's this one up here. It's got for stitching, and this one's kind of knitting. I thought that was cute. That'd be cute in my sewing room. This one's called Christmas Scooter. Isn't that adorable? With the bear and the rabbit and Santa Claus. And then this one is called Love is Hot. I decided I needed some other seasonal charts besides Christmas, because that's all I have. And then this one's called Roses Village. This is so pretty. It's pretty. These pictures, why do designers have such horrible pictures? I don't know. Because sometimes I go by the picture, and if it's, if I see the picture, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. But then I'll see somebody stitched up, and I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. This one is called Santa's Cookies. Oh, that was cute. Cute. And this one is, I don't know how to say it, so I'll just show you the picture. I don't know. I like this one. I think this would be cute 4th of July one. I don't know that I would put the 1923 in there. I don't know. I think I would probably not put that in there and scoot the people over so they're closer. I don't know. And then this one is called Hen Cooking. I love chickens, and you'll see I have a lot of chickens in my kitchen. That's cute. And Cowgirl. Oh, that was cute. The the cow has boots on it. Isn't that cute? So those are all the Madame Chantilly charts. I do have two more that were on back order that I have not gotten yet. So they said they'll ship like in January. So I'll get those. I'll show you those when I get them. And then I got, this one is A Measure of a Year by Prairie Schooler. And I have had this on my wish list for a long, long, long time. I love it. And I don't know why I love it, but I just do. It's called Poinsettia Manor by Samplers Not Forgotten. I'm really starting to like samplers. Maybe that's why. But I had been on my wish list for a long time, but I had not gotten it because it is kind of an expensive chart. And I figured I could get it now that my husband told me I could buy whatever I wanted. So, and then I got Autumn Samplers by Prairie Schooler. Now, this one has a funny story. I actually have two of these charts. I had ordered this in that batch of stuff my husband told me to order. And, whoops, there's my phone. Sorry. Anyway, was going through some of my charts, and I had spring, summer, and winter of this. And I'm like, that's weird. I wonder why I don't have autumn. So I ordered it, and I got it, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. And then I ordered this, and then I opened this up for Christmas, and I had forgot I had already ordered it. So now I have two of them. And I told my husband, I said, I don't know what to do with it. I says, maybe I'll do a giveaway. I could send it back to 123 Stitch, but it's going to cost me, a couple bucks to send it back. So I think I'm just going to keep it, and I'll probably give it away eventually. So anyway, so I have two of those right now. And then, okay, so then I got some more Mail Hail Kits, ornaments. Isn't that bird the cutest? And then there's this bird. They go together. Aren't they cute? So those will be a fun thing to stitch up. And then Charmed Mitten. I think I have one of these already. Not this same pattern though. It's one of their other ones. I think. Hopefully I don't have two of them. Yeah. And then I got Autumn Harvest. And then this one, Winter Cheer. Now I was going to order all four of them because there's four in the set, but they were out of stock. But I placed an order, I believe, just before Christmas, and I think I ordered the other three. I think it's supposed to be here tomorrow. As according to the tracking, it should be here tomorrow. They usually come a day early, so it's possible I can get it today. So I'll end up with all four of them. But anyway, and I placed my last order yesterday because I am doing Stitch from Stash next year, and I am not ordering anything. So, well, we'll see. I'm not gonna say not, but I'm not. It has to be like a wow chart before I order it. Okay, and then also in that Christmas box was the Lizzie Kate sleds. I got two of them. There's that one. This one's peppermint sleds and stocking sleds. So I just need to get some sleds to finish them on. And then these ones are by Country Cottage Needlework. There's Dear Santa, Christmas Cheer, Christmas Cookies, and Snow Love. On this one, I thought maybe I would put, do for my husband and me for our first Christmas together, and maybe put the date of our first Christmas on it. I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel when I stitch it. And then I got, so Jo from Pretty Southern has showed that she does the stockings from Blackbird Designs. And I love them. I'm going to be doing a lot of smalls, and I thought, oh, these would be cute to do. So I got the charts. I am missing some. because I'm missing January, February, March. I could not find them. So I've got April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and I already had the December one. So I am missing January, February, March, and I cannot find them. I don't, excuse me. I don't know if they're out of print or what, but 123 Stitch doesn't have them. I think I went onto Down Sunshine Lane. She doesn't have them. So I don't know. So if anybody has the January, February, or March ones and would like to sell them, let me know because I would buy them from you. Okay, so I think, oh, and then one other thing. I also got, sorry for the crinkling. You're getting crinkling. I got all the new colors. So just need to get them bobbinated, but I wanted to show them before I put them on bobbins and got them filed away. So I got all the new colors, which I'm really excited about because I kind of think some of the new charts may be using some of the new colors. That's just my guess. That's not something I know. It's just something I'm guessing. And then, now this I had ordered. This was not part of my Christmas stash, but I had seen people stitching up Let Freedom Ring by Lila Studios. Sorry, the glare. The glare is really, really bad. Anyway, you know what it looks like. Ginger Gerald just finished this up. If you go and watch his Vlogmas, I think number 3, it's a cute video, but he shows it in there. So, and I think because I've been looking at it, and I decided I am using I'm using DMC for this, with the exception of the building, which is kind of a red. And I think what I'm going to do, I did order Fancy Floss for it, and it was in my last order that I made to 123 Stitch, my final order of 2017. So anyway, but the rest is just going to be done in regular DMC. This does say it's not recommended for Ada. And when I had saw that before I ordered it, I thought, I really want it, but I don't. It's not recommended for Ada. But the only thing that it's 1/1 is the wording. So it's just right here, and I think the wording up here by the bell, and maybe Independence Day down here. I can't remember, but I think I can make it work because I've pulled out the pattern and looked at it, and I think I can make it work. So using Ada. And then the other 2 things I got was, this is Silver Creek Samplers. It's called, I don't know what it's called, Freedom Reigns, because I like anything patriotic. And then I got another Mill Hills kit. This is the buttons and bead kits, and it's called Winter Woods. Isn't that cute? And it comes with the little button for the bird. So anyway, that's all of my haul, I believe. My phone again. Did you hear that quack? I get notifications from Missouri Star Quill Company, and I don't know if you heard the quack or not, but anyway, when they send notifications, it's a quack of a duck. Anyway, it's funny. People, when they hear the quack, they look at me like, what the heck? Anyway, so, okay, so I haven't started this yet because I'm still working on Lantern Lane, which I'll get to in a minute. And I can't remember if I showed the fabric I dyed for this. I can't remember. But anyway, so if I did, I'm sorry, I apologize. If I didn't, you're seeing it for the first time. So I'm going to do the Frosty, or the Forest Snowfall. I thought it was Frosty Snowfall. Anyway, Forest Snowfall that Priscilla and Chelsea, their stitch along, they're doing. I have not started it yet because I'm going to get Lantern Lane done. And then once it's done, I'll start on this because this is going to be a really quick stitch. I am using the 2 of the called for Fancy Flosses, and I discussed how I felt about that in my last video. So I've chosen 2. The rest is going to be in DMC. And I dyed this fabric for it. Let's see. I dyed this fabric for it. I don't know if you can see, but it's opal. It's an opal fabric that I dyed a pearl gray. I think I did show it. So anyway, there's that. And that will be started as soon as Lantern Lane is finished. I will start that. Okay, so on to Lantern Lane. This is where I'm at. I feel like I'm so close, yet I'm so far away. I have 2 more days to finish this because I go back to work. Well, I can work on it Sunday. I go back to work Sunday, and I guess I can work on it when I get off work Sunday. But I'm really close, but I feel like I'm just like really far away. So when I showed you last, I had the house done, this tree done, this lantern done, and I was starting on this fence. So since I last showed you, I have done this whole fence, this whole fence. The border, this border is not completely across, but the top border is completely finished with the exception of the holly berries, which I am going to do beads. And so since it's beads, I don't bead until after I finish it, and then I iron it, and then I bead it, and then I iron it again. So I have gotten quite a bit done this past week because I did get, all the borders. And then I got the snow down here, this lantern, and this tree. So, and then one night I couldn't sleep. I was just so restless. So I got up and I thought I'm just gonna go and stitch. And I went in. I think I put floss tube on. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember. And I stitched. But I stopped here because this is F and one of my initials is G, so I want to stitch it in red. So I stopped there, and then I did K, L, M, and I stopped here because my initial is N, so I want to do it in red. And then I did those couple of, and I didn't want to change, the reason I stopped is because I didn't want to change colors, I just wanted to, so that was like 3 o'clock in the morning, this is when I was stitching that. But anyway, so tell me, is it wrong if I don't get it finished in 2017 and I finish it in January 1st of 2018? Can I still put, because it has a block down here that has 2017 in it, that you stitch in it, can I still put the 7 or do I have to put the 8? Tell me. I don't know. I keep saying I'm going to get it done, and then I start stitching, and then I'm done for the night, and because I'm tired and I'm ready to put it up, it's like, oh, I don't think I'm going to get this done. But I don't know. Today I'm not doing anything. My husband, he wanted to go to the store then, and I'm like, go, bye. I'm staying home because I'm going to get this done. I'm going to work on it all day today, and maybe I will get it done. And then maybe tomorrow after everybody leaves the house, I can work on it too. We'll see. So I want to get this done because I really want to start. I mean, it's a fun stitch and I'm enjoying it. It's not that I'm not enjoying this piece, because I am. It's just I really want to put that 7 in it. And I just feel like if I don't get it done in 2017, I need to put the 8 and not the 7. But then I think, well, the majority of it was done in 2017. Why can't I put the 7? I don't know. The other thing, this will start January 1st. I can't remember if I showed this fabric or not. I think I did. It's fabric that I dyed. It's an opal fabric, and I dyed it. It's blue, but it's kind of, I don't know, and then I kind of put a little bit of gray in there. But it's for Santa's Village that I'm starting the stitch along on my Facebook group January 1st. And so if you want to join, I'll put a link below to my Facebook group if you'd like to join my Facebook group. But we're starting this. We're going to do, there's 10, jeez, I can't even talk. The headache. We're going to blame this all on the headache. There's 12 charts in the series of Santa's Village, and so we're going to do one a month is what we're going to do. But there's no rules. I mean, if you want to skip ahead and do, I have no rules, because stitching needs to be enjoyable, not have rules. So, but anyway, we're going to start January 1st with the stitch along. We're going to start with Santa's house. So, and you know, there's the whole month to stitch it, so it's not like you have to start it January 1st and get it done, because you have the whole month to stitch it. But that's what we're doing in January. So what else do I have? Oh, okay, so now I want to show you my 12 Days of Christmas whips. I guess I really need to check this message and make sure it wasn't from my husband. But so I'm going to show you my 12 days of whips, because I did. I was very faithful, and I spent between an hour to an hour and a half every day stitching on these. So minimum of an hour, maximum of an hour and a half. Some of them, these are going to be fun. And these are going to go into my rotation for 2018. So I'm hoping to have these all done in 2018. But even though I have a rotation, I'm not strict on it, because if I don't want to stitch on that particular piece, I'm not going to stitch on that particular piece for that particular day. So let me show you what I've got. And there's going to be a lot of crinkling because I have them in the plastic containers. So I apologize. So the first one is, sorry, maybe I should have had this out. Okay, so the first one is by Lizzie Kate, Halloween Rules. Everybody's seen that. And the one I am doing is, I'm starting at the bottom. So Be Spectacular is the first one. And this is where I'm at. Oh, where is it? Sorry. And that's where I'm at. That's how much I got done in an hour. So that will be fun. I'm hoping to have this one done by Halloween. That's my goal, is Halloween. So I got a while to do that one. Okay, the next one, for the second day of Christmas. Okay, so there were two charts that I had kitted up, and I got looking at them, and I showed them which ones I was going to do, and then I just didn't love them. And I feel like if I don't love a chart and I'm not excited about it, I guess, that I probably won't do it. I probably wouldn't finish it if I started it. So I switched some things up. And this was later on in the 12 Days of Christmas, and I moved it up to number 2. And it is it's Cricut collection called Free Range. And I'm doing the eggs. I don't know if you can see it. And this is where I've gotten, and I'm not sure if this is the top or the bottom. I don't know which is which. I'll have to look at the chart. This is where I've got. You cannot see it very well. It really, really, really does show up in real life better, but it's part of the G. It's right there. So that's what I got done on that one. And this will go into my kitchen somewhere when I get it finished. Okay, so then the next one is, this one is also further back in the 12 Days of Christmas, and I brought it up. It's A Little Stitch by Lizzie Kate. This did come with the fabric and the charm, and I'm not using the fabric, so when I am done with this one, I am going to pass it on to somebody with the fabric. The charm I will use. And so and it says stitch every day. And this is where I got. This is going to be fast. I actually have pulled this one to go into my rotation into January, because I'm going to get this one finished like ASAP. Then the next one was the 4th day of Christmas, and this one is Christmas Rules by Lizzie Kate. Christmas Rules, and I started at the bottom with the one that says Welcome Friends. And oh, that's the back. I'm just going to show you the back. And this is where I've gotten. So I pretty much got the same amount done on this one as I did on the Halloween one in my stitching time. So there's the 4th day of Christmas. Okay, on the 5th day of Christmas, I started Country Cottage Nail Works Winter. See that? Sorry about the glare. Nothing I can do about it. And that's how much I got done. And this is stitched on a piece of DMC fabric, and it's already marbled or modeled. I call it marbling, but it's already marbled on one side, and it's kind of a light blue. It's really pretty. So that was the 5th day of Christmas. And on the 6th day of Christmas was, I love this one. This is going to be my focal stitch for the year, and it's my big stitch for the year, and it's called Liberty's Welcome by Plum Street Sampler. And what did I get done? And that's what I've got done. Yay! Can you tell what that is? I don't know. Looks like a square. I actually put a pin on the top so I would know what was the top and the bottom of the fabric. But it's just part of the roof. That's why it's like just all gray. Anyway, so there's that one. This one I'm really excited. I want to get some of these other smaller ones finished, because then I want to pull this one out so I can spend, you know, like a few days at a time working on it. Then on the 7th day of Christmas. Okay, so this is the one. This one is one of the ones I replaced for the one I didn't want to do. I decided I didn't want to do because I wasn't excited about it. So I decided to do this one. This is by Annie B's Folk Art, God Save the Queen. And that is how much I got done on it. So I think I'll enjoy this one a lot more than the ones I replaced. Was they were heart and I think they were heart and hands charts. I can't remember, but it was a Santa boot and a witch's boot, and I just decided I really wouldn't enjoy stitching them. And then the next one is A Beautiful Day by the Design Connection. This is an older chart, and I am going to stitch all 3 of these. I decided to start with the big one first. So, and this one I had some frogging to do because it's like, I don't know, my counting, I couldn't count that day. So I didn't get a whole lot done because these are little baby chicks, and I stitched this one and went to stitch this one because they are exactly the same, and I was off on my count on this one, so I had to rip all of it out, and I was off on my count clear over here, so because I had gone clear around and then I started on this one, so I had to rip all that out, so I didn't get very far on this one. So there's that. And then I think the other two, the 2 smaller ones, I think I'm going to stitch them up and then make them into a pillow to go on in a dough bowl type thing. It's on my kitchen table. It's not really a dough bowl. It's not even made out of wood. It's made out of metal. Anyway, and then the 9th day of Christmas, I did Birds of a Feather, No Bees, No Honey. And the saying around it says, no bees, no honey, no work, no money. And this, and I'm not even sure what the top is on this one. I don't look at the chart, so I hope I'm holding it upright. But that's how much I got done on that one. And then the 10th day of Christmas, Okay, so this is another one of the ones I replaced with one of the ones I wasn't excited about. And this is by Heartstring Samplery, and it's Cross Stitch Nation. I've seen a few people stitch this, and a few people that are starting it. I think there might even be a start along, or a stitch along on this one, but I can't remember. I think I saw it on a video, but I can't remember whose. But anyway, so I decided to pull that one out. I'm going to stitch it and put it in my sewing room, and I'm using all DMC floss, and I think it calls for all fancy floss, but I'm using DMC, and that's where I'm at. Let's see if I can get a better picture of this. That's where I got on that one. And almost done. Almost done. Okay, so then on the 11th day of Christmas was Shepherd's Sampler by With Thy Needle and Thread. I love this one. I love the colors in it. It's so pretty. I don't know. I really like the colors. I'm going to do a sampler wall in my house somewhere. I don't have a whole lot of wall space, but I think I'm going to figure something out and put a whole bunch of samplers up. So anyway, this is where I got on this one. I feel like I got quite a bit done on that one, just because it looks like something and it's not just one color. So just that one. And then on the 12th day of Christmas, and I put the file, I guess I had figured my things up wrong because I started on the 13th, but I ended on the 24th. I thought I would end on the 25th, but I didn't, which is okay. It doesn't matter. It's no big deal. Then so for the 12th day of Christmas, this is a Blackbirds design. It's called Clara Ellen. And I am doing these, I'm going to do 4 of them. Let's see. Both my grandmas, both my moms. I have 2 moms. I have a birth mom, and I have my mom who adopted me. And so I'm going to do 4 in their memory. And I was thinking, you know, I probably should do 5 because do one to honor my birth grandma, my birth mother's mother. I did know her, you know, because I knew my birth mother. I had met my birth mother, and so I had also met my birth grandmother. And so I might do 5. I might do one to honor her also. But there's that. Let's see, where did I get on this one? I'm not sure which way it goes. I think it goes this way. That's where I got on that one. So I did. I was very faithful in doing it. It was an experiment to see if it's something I would like to do, or if I would like to do something like, you know, Stitch Mania or whatever. Probably not. I don't know that I would do this again. It did give me some starts to rotate into January, and of charts that I am excited about and I really want to do. And so it was fun. It was an experiment, but like I said, I don't know that I would do it again because there were some days I did feel pressured because I thought I got to get these stitches in. In fact, there was one day I didn't feel good. I woke up and I didn't feel good. I went to work. I came home and I didn't feel good. I was tired and I didn't stitch that day. So the next day I did 2 of them. But I don't think I would do it again because I kind of sort of felt pressured, even though, I mean, it was no big deal if I didn't get it done. It's not like I had to do it because it was my own thing and I wasn't in a contest or anything. But it was a fun experiment, and it will give me some fun starts for 2018. But I think that's it. I think that's all I've got for you today. I gotta get some things done around my house before my kids get here. My grandkids get here. Just 2 of my grandkids are coming. They're both boys. They're both the same age, and they enjoy spending time together, and they haven't been able to during the Christmas break because my one grandson got come down with strep. But he's feeling much better, so I thought, well, they can come over and spend the night tonight, and they'll be here for um, the parents can pick them up tomorrow when they come to the party. We're gonna, I don't know, I have some preparations to get ready tonight for tomorrow. Sorry about the dog. He thinks when I'm sitting at my sewing machine, because my setup is this is my sewing table, and I kind of just push my machine back and set my laptop up here, and he thinks when I'm sitting here, I don't know, he barks. He doesn't like me sitting here. It's kind of weird. But anyway, so I hope everybody has a happy new year. I will see you next year. Not weird. See you next year. I will link my my Christmas Village Stitch Along Facebook group. It's actually not just for that. It's my Facebook group. I wanted something for my quilting and my stitching because I can share, and I actually started it before I discovered like Stitch Mania and Cross Stitch Addicts and all those other Facebook groups. But I wanted a place that I could show what I'm quilting and what I'm stitching in one place, and especially my stitching, because I wasn't able to share it on 123 Stitch like when they did the Friday updates or Friday finishes or Wednesday whips. And I wasn't, or Friday finishes, and you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so the reason I started that group is because I wanted a place that I could show these, and the other people could show them that weren't able to share on 123 Stitch. So I created this group, and then discovered there is all these different kinds of cross stitch groups. I did belong to a couple of quilting groups, so I could share my quilting, but not Facebook or not stitching. So I started this group. So if you want to join the group, you're more than welcome. I'll put a link below. But the stitch along will be on that group. And we're also going to do a quilt along for the people that want to quilt it. I think for the stitch along, we have like 30, I'm going to guess 35 people that have said that they're going to do it with us. That when I sent out the advance notification, we had about 35 respond. For the quilting, I think I've had like 9 or 10. So that will be fun. The quilting one will be fun too. And both of those start January 1st, but I will post the link to my Facebook group so that you can, if you'd like to join, and you don't have to, you can join the Facebook group and not join the stitch along or the quilt along. It doesn't matter. But if you'd like to become a part of that group, you're more than welcome. It's not a fast moving group. It's not a big group. There's 100 and some members. But it's not a fast, like you can post on Stitch Mania and then go on there 10 minutes later and your post is like clear down, like 100 posts down. This one, it's not that way because it's just small, and I like it staying small. It would be fun if it grew. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I just go in there to show my stuff. I do try to do a work in progress Wednesday, a whip Wednesday, and a Friday finishes. I've kind of slacked this week because I don't know. I just kind of slacked. But I have given the group permission. If you want to start it, you can start them. Those posts every week. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. The only thing I don't want on there is no negativity, no bashing people, no, everybody is unique, and everybody is unique in their stitching, and how I stitch may not be the correct way that somebody else thinks that it should be done. And same with quilting. I'm not perfect in my quilting. I'm still trying to figure out how to have points in my squares rather than them being cut off when I'm sewing. But anyway, so it's just a very laid back group. And so if you'd like to join, go to the link and I will approve you. I do kind of check to make sure you're a stitcher because I don't want just anybody on there. And if I find out that somebody is not a stitcher or a quilter, then I will delete them, because that's what I want is stitchers and quilters. And you don't have to be an active stitcher or an active quilter. You just have to be it. And anyway, so have a happy new year, and we will talk to you in the new year. Bye.